get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. To return it, Darius Phillips. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And their decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but it'll be 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Samson Ebukam has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brings up 3rd down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Complete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards, good enough for a first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones forced out to his left. And finding the tight end Hooper. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. He's got Hooper on the short connection. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. And it's complete. Hooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost back to the drawing board.
Thrown away and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders nothing.
Off the option, that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Raiders nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Throwing right, and that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one complete to Gafford. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
37-yard line.
To throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Field. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
He finds his man. That's Butler. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
This one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Yay on for the point after.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Off the play fake. Jones on the move to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
8-yard pickup.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now Jones throwing on first down. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Off play action. Jones. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
off the play fake. Jones going for it all. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point right down the middle. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Chase Young. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense is running away with this one.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to it, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
It's the score, Steelers 49, Raiders 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a throw here. Take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Get the left side, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But still there for a good game and a 1st down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now 2nd and 10.
third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Taken in, and they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. 23 yards the pickup there.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he will find his man on the outside. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. The 40, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
I don't think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now they can't even get a play off. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll find Lindsey here. They'll They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 16 yards, a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And he comes back with one complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Steelers.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will be taken down. A big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Raiders 7.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the option, here's Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 63, Raiders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's a throw that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
A gain of 6 yards. Brings up 4th down and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Jones will try and run with it. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Sizable deficit.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, Phillips. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Third down.
And he's got his man on the out route.
Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Jones out to the flat, that's caught. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now back to the ground with Elliott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
third down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At the 27.
Facing this fourth-quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and just a couple of inches. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense, because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one's... And the Raiders have got him!
A loss of 9 yards. It's second down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Steelers 7.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's